Vintage postcards. Is there any better way to travel backwards in time without getting pesky radiation poisoning? No. This collection of vintage postcards are from Oak Bluffs, Massachusetts, a small old town I first heard about after writer Bill Eville spoke about his terrifying experience there on the radio show This American Life, and the Halloween episode entitled "And the Call Was Coming from the Basement." His terrifying experience did not reflect negatively on Oak Bluffs per se, but rather on an altercation that took place there in the summer of 1977. It happened to his 13-year-old brother and him while hitchhiking home one Saturday night. From an agricultural fair. Go and have a listen to that program now. I've linked to it in the description of this video. It's a perfectly told story that will send you back in time to boyhood, when the world was simpler, adventurous, yet dangerous. Okay, have you gone and listened to Act 2, The Hitcher, on This American Life, episode 319 yet? Oh, okay. Well, here's our first postcard of Oak Bluffs, the surf along Seaview Avenue, waterfront. I love the old Victorian houses, lurking in the background of the whitewash striking the coast, almost like Addams Family or Munsters by the sea. Nevertheless, a beautiful old picture. You can almost taste the salt water on your tongue. I recommend getting your salt shaker out and going nuts. I'm sure the only thing that hasn't changed here on Seaview Avenue is the relentless tide. And there's nothing written on the back. Moving on, the Seaview Hotel. In Bill Eville's recounting of his story, this is near where he first asked his driver to pull over. I'm not sure about the history of the Seaview Hotel, but I think in the 19th century it was the Seaview House, before it burnt to the ground in 1892. And this hotel is long gone now too. Looks like the Great Gatsby might have parked out front though. Now if we turn over, we see it was posted from Oak Bluffs on the 15th of August 1923 at 11:30 a.m. Very precise. The author has written, "This is where I go in bathing and the water is nice and warm. I like here very much and am having a fine time. Sincerely, Jeannie." Written almost a century ago. I've blurred out the address she sent it to in Rockland for an abundance of privacy for Miss Dunn, although I looked into it and she passed away in 1981. Next up, we have Ocean Park. Looking south, and looking about 95 years into yesterday. American flags flutter in the summer breeze, and an old automobile drives along where, in 50 years' time, Bill Eville's kidnappers would also drive. We turn over to see this one was sent out on the 12th of August, 1926, at 3:30, 3 years after Jeannie's postcard to Mrs. Dunn. Something here last for a community. Sing? It's really very nice. We go in swimming every day with Lonnie and Ralph, and we're having just a wonderful time. Hazel? And this one was posted to Marlborough. Marlborough? Somewhere. Lastly, we have the Methodist Tabernacle, where Bill Eville and his cousins sang Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, only the Sunday before the kidnapping. A chilling moment when you think of the juxtaposition of kids singing in daylight to kids in a scary car driving against their will past the same stage at night. We turned this one over and it was sent out in 1931. Hello everyone, we arrived here safely and had a very nice time. I enjoyed the boat trip very much. I want to thank you for your kind hospitality while I was at your home. I enjoyed it very much. Hope you are all better. How is Emma? As he knew? Sounds like someone's trying to establish an alibi to me. I mean, I want to thank you for your kind hospitality while I was at your home. This isn't a normal sentence. They know who was at their home. The only purpose to mention it would be to establish a fact to a third party, possibly a police detective reading their postcard. And there's more. Hope you are all better. Wow, this can only mean that they are not better, and this writer is trying to establish innocent ignorance. How is Emma? Emma is dead in my opinion. A murder? Possibly. Or maybe it's just how people wrote back then, I'm not really sure. And Myrtle addressed the postcard to Mr. Ainsworth in Amesbury. Postcards are a dying art. Well, not art. I mean, the pictures are beautiful and nostalgic, but not nostalgic back then, at the time. The writing of the postcards could be mistaken for boasting and bragging. Look at me, I'm swimming in the water. But I think it's more of letting people you care about know that you're going good, and thus letting them know you care about them. So please enjoy these postcards, and go and write a postcard to someone you care about too. Because you never know, someone could buy it off eBay in 100 years and hang it on their toilet wall. And check out Bill Eville's other stories on the Vineyard Gazette. He's a great writer. Okay, thanks. Hooroo, bye, see you later.